Sharma from Project Leader Magazine. So we welcome you, Mr. Manish Aggarwal, the founder and CEO of Finqy. Mr. Manish Aggarwal, the founder and CEO of Finqy, is an experienced entrepreneur with over 25 years of expertise and experience in BFSI sales, distribution, and financial services. He holds a postgraduate diploma in business management with a focus on marketing from the Institute of Management Technology, Delhi University. So he founded this company, Finqy, in 2019, dedicated to revolutionizing the BFSI industry by delivering technology-driven, customer-first financial solutions. So can you share your vision for Finqy and how the role as a founder and CEO aligns with this vision?
Mainly, it is an application which empowers the agents on the ground who are selling financial products. The vision that we have for Finqy is to become the largest financial product distributor in the country and maybe in the times to come in Southeast Asia. My vision with the company and the company's vision is more or less the same. And the vision is, like I said, to be the largest and the most innovative in the space for financial product distributors.
Okay, so how did you envision this concept of B2B, B2C business model?
So this was my own personal experience. An agent who had sold me an insurance 20 years back just sold me that insurance. And
Okay.
I had taken several other financial products during my tenure working with various companies, credit cards, personal loans, home loans. But that
Okay.
gentleman did not participate in, helping me get any of those products.
Okay, and also to help
So
the customer to understand what to buy and how to proceed with it, right?
in the past, it was mainly dependent on the agents or whatever they would sell. But thanks to technology, thanks to, new age technology, a lot of it can be done, which would help the end customer figure out what is the best product suited for him. So we have built those tools as part of our offering to the agents, which can help eventual customer figure out what is the best solution for them.
Talking about the tools, so I have read in one of your interviews, Mr. Manish, that Finqy's forthcoming initiatives include developing Q, a personal finance manager app, and Test My Card, a credit card focused product. So can you elaborate a bit on that?
So the current tools that we have built somewhere, dip into the credit profile of a customer, which is, let's say, either through a CIBIL or these
Yes,
bureaus,
civil
which
scores,
capture
right?
all the information of a customer.
Mm-hmm.
And basis that, a decision is typically taken by a financial institution whether or not to go ahead extending the product to the customer. I mean, if I were to give you an example, we have found customers having a personal loan and a home loan, right? Paying EMIs for both. But over a period of time, their outstanding on the personal loan is lower than the principal they have paid on the housing loan.
Okay.
So they are fit for taking, let's say, another additional loan on their home and clearing the personal loan, right? So there are opportunities which come up by looking at their current credit profile, and we could give them, what do I say? We could give them solutions which can help them either reduce the cost of debt or reduce the EMI that they're paying monthly,
Oh, wow.
right?
That's interesting, huh?
Yes.
Nice.
So this is a big, I mean, if you ask me, this could be really big because the whole middle class India is reeling under debt pressure.
Right, true.
And if somebody and individuals, they may have whatever little knowledge or understanding, and even their personal finance managers from the banks or relationship managers, depending on their knowledge, can only suggest
So,
solutions.
according to a survey, the overall adoption rates, what I have found after the research, that for fintech apps has increased to 38% from 2020 to 2022. So, indicating that users are still committed to improving their financial lives, gaining more control over their finances. So, what is your take on this, and what really inspired you to venture into a fintech industry?
Yes, customers directly, in any case, use whenever they find any direct benefit accruing to them. In our case, since it is a D2C or B2B2C, uh, initially there is always a reluctance from the agent's end to adopt any new technology.
Right.
But with the kind of solution that we are providing to him, which is where we are saying that you will now become a one-stop shop for the end customer and thereby make much more money than what you have been making.
Mm-hmm.
has kind of made this change in their has helped them make this change in their minds to start adopting this, as this
Right.
can help them make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The other question that you asked was, how
How
did I
did you
get into
enter
the
this
fintech?
fintech industry? Right.
So if you ask me, I mean, I've got about 20 years experience working with banking, telecom, and FMCG. I started my
Mm.
career with
Yes.
FMCG and then
Yes.
moved to banking and then telecom. But I
Mm-hmm.
think I was the most successful in my stint while working with the banking industry. Did a
Mm-hmm.
lot of innovative stuff, a lot of out of the box ideas that we brought about in those
Mm-hmm.
times. And currently, as you know, flavor of the industry, flavor of the market is fintech. So I
Right.
realized that with my learnings in the past, and if we can couple it with the technological innovation that are happening
Mm-hmm.
across, we could really come out with something very innovative, and which is what, let's say, a Q or a test my card is, and could
Mm-hmm.
revolutionize this industry. So that's the whole reason for my getting into fintech.
So basically, banking sector help you out to come out with this
So I have
idea
been in the
of
banking sector and I learned a lot there, and I did something, which was out of the box. But that time,
yes.
a lot of things were manual, right?
Right.
Technology could not play as
Yes.
much of a part
20 years back, 2 decades.
20 years back, yes. But
Yeah.
all those things that we used to do manually today are available at a click of a button.
It at ease. Now since the technology has developed, we have come up with AI and other tools that is available. The apps are there. So it has become easier for everyone to deal with the finances, and for you also as the founder and CEO in the fintech industry to come up with an innovative ideas, right?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks to technology, the identification of the right product fit, what will actually help me, right?
Mm-hmm.
What all products are available. I mean, if you ask me, test my policy, like this product we have,
Mm-hmm.
what it does in a way is to figure out how is your current policy and could there be a better policy against it, right?
Right, we
There
can
are
make the comparison.
just to give you a little sense, there are about 40 odd companies selling 1600 odd different health plans. Humanly impossible for somebody to understand and then give you the right fit.
Yes, right.
But technology can do this. And that's what we built in Test My Policy.
All right. So can you put a little light on the product portfolio that Finqy is offering, like credit cards, life and general insurance, secured and unsecured loans?
We as a platform and why we call ourselves Finqy is the key to unlocking the wealth that
Oh,
resides in a customer.
I had this question. Why
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing now? Okay.
So the point is now somebody has sold an auto loan and that customer comes on our platform. Now, any other financial product that he would be needing, what do I say? We are equipped to help him get that product.
Hmm.
So through the same agent, we can help him get any other product that he may be seeking. And that is the beauty of the platform that we do all products from credit cards to personal loans to home loans to loan against properties to auto loans to all kinds of insurances.
Finqy
Okay. You're
secures $2 million in funding from Transfer Financial Services Distribution. So how do you feel about it?
oh, relieved. So when I say relieved, I mean, no, I'm really excited. So what has happened is we've had a 5 year journey so far,
Mhm.
and we have been very frugal and gradually building the business. But now was the time for us to take off. And if you
Right.
ask me, we got these funds at the right moment
Mm-hmm.
for us to get to the next level. So you won't believe, I mean, we used to have sleepless nights in the past for other reasons, for the
Mm-hmm.
stresses we
Mm-hmm.
used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Now again, we have sleepless nights because there is so much of excitement that we want to, go out and get cracking. So that is where we are very, very thankful for the investors who've, shown their trust on us. And
Mm-hmm.
we will definitely deliver good results in the coming few years.
I wish you all the very best for that.
Thank
Okay,
you, Neil.
so what does the future holds? Like over the next 3 to 5 years, Finky aims to achieve a unicorn status and solidify its position as India's foremost aggregation platform for financial intermediaries, right?
Yeah, very promising future. I think we have already shown what we are capable of in the last few years. Uh, Gradually, or not gradually, rather lately, very rapidly, a lot of people are getting to know about us,
Mm-hmm.
right? And how we are different as compared to the competition in the market.
Right.
We want to basically be the flag bearers for the distributors who currently don't have any umbrella or any mentor to hold on
Mm-hmm.
to. So we want to be the ones who can actually handhold them, help them make more money. That is for sure, but also improve overall quality of life. In the sense, the sharing with you, we do a couple of things which nobody else does. We provide a health insurance to all our distributors
Mm-hmm.
free of cost because they're part of a platform. We
Right.
also give them a guarantee of no risk, which is, kind of a
Oh,
bank guarantee because in the past people have lost their monies on certain such platforms. Right.
right.
So this is what we do, and very excited. I think we are on the right track, and we will be the numero uno, as it is called, of the financial distribution space in the next 3 to 5 years.
Surely, because this is such a unique concept. Like, I'm not into much into finances, but when I heard about this, when I did my research, I was really impressed by the concept of this company.
So if you ask me, we have made all the products for people like you, right? People like you
Of
and
course,
me who
yes.
don't understand financial products very well,
Yes.
and which is what we demystify. So if you go to test my policy, and if you already have a health policy, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, just by putting in some small details, you will be able to figure out whether what you have is the right policy for you or not, or what better
Yes.
could be had, right?
A true
And
guidance in finances,
yes, and,
actually.
and it's in such a simplified manner, it is, put across to the customer. You'll get a report on
Yes.
your WhatsApp, you'll get a report upfront on the screen, right? So that is what it is. I mean, it's meant for anybody. I mean, the way it has been designed is for a layman who does not understand financial jargons.
As a
Please,
seasoned
please go ahead.
leader with over 25 years of experience, what are some of your most valuable lessons you have learned that you would recommend young entrepreneurs to keep it in mind?
Right. One has to be patient, and the other thing I can say is that this shall also pass. I think there is a saying. So there are
Mm-hmm.
tough times and there are good times. So when there are good times, one should not get too excited about it, as if you've achieved what you wanted to achieve,
Hmm.
right? Because there is still a long way to go. And when there are tough times, one should not be too disheartened because it reflects
Right.
to the entire team that if the founder or the CEO himself is not very excited or disheartened,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of trickles down the whole organization. So one
Right.
has to be always upbeat and be balanced in their
Mm-hmm.
approach. I actually run away from the organization for a few hours, handle it outside, and
Yes.
then come back.
Which is
I
also
tell
a
them
good
I'm going
trick.
out for a meeting.
Like, you must have faced a lot of challenges while building up this organization, this company. So, what challenges you faced while in the process of building it up, and what key learnings you have gained from those experiences?
I think the biggest challenge a startup faces is of people, quality people joining you,
Okay.
right? And then
Hmm.
obviously the retention.
Hmm.
Because as a startup, one is people are not open to the idea of taking risks. They are working with large
Right.
organizations where there is a secured salary. Little
Hmm.
realizing that if they were to take the risk, they could be in a different league. But that
Right.
transition is not easy. The other big challenge one faces is of fundraise. When you start a new company, not many people and not even the financial institutions are willing to back you up.
Yes, true.
And the last one, which I have kind of faced, is as a startup, we have to procure customers, or which are nothing but the agents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to build that trust takes time, because you are a new company, new kid on the
Mm-hmm.
block,
Right.
right? What is your claim to fame? That why should people come and join you?
Yes. Hmm.
So it takes a little bit of time to create that comfort, that trust.
Basically, people don't understand when they join the startup, they are going to grow and they are going to learn further. This is what I have realized.
So in my opinion, yes, people should take the plunge, even if the startup does not survive.
Hmm.
The point I'm trying to make is, okay, once they take this plunge of working with the startup, the amount of learnings they have is humongous, right?
Mm.
Right. Only for the learnings
Right.
one should take
I
the
agree.
plunge, and obviously one should
Mm.
also figure out whether the founders and the background and the concept or the product that the company is launching has any future or not. Because you will get a lot of unicorns from here only. One will have to make a beginning to become a unicorn. So you never
Yes.
know that, if these guys who join
Which
you
one would
will
come out
become
to be?
you
Yes.
absolutely.
I was reading about Bill Gates. So he was asked a question like, which one would you hire? A person who has never failed or a person who has failed umpteen times and has reached to a point where he has, he has reached to a point where he has received everything. So his answer was the person who has experienced the failure, because now he
Absolutely.
knows like what he should not be doing and come out with a right solution, not the person who has never failed, because if he comes to a situation where he has not seen before, so he won't be able to come up with the genuine solution or the correct solution.
Yeah, so I've had a couple of failures behind me, and I think I'm much better prepared to run a successful organization now than
Hmm.
maybe a few years back when I had not had those failures, right?
Right,
So,
true.
so that's how it is.